Hey you guys, Chi Chi here with another video. Man, the men have been having quite the week, huh? I just did a video on the Diddy and Cassie surveillance footage. So if you want to see my views on that, check my channel down below. Diddy with that, DJ Academics and him being sued by a woman and his SA allegations, Drake and his gross dealings, okay, his suspect tale. But Bumble has also been having quite the week. Have you heard? Bumble is the dating app where women make the first move first. So instead of the men seeking out the women seek out the men. The color is yellow and black, like a bumblebee, okay? And they recently did a rebrand launch, okay? And they relaunched with like 2 or 3 billboards. Yeah, 3 billboards. And each billboard has either a black or racially ambiguous woman. And one of the billboards said, "Abstinence is not the answer." And it's like a girl with like rose colored glasses, and she's covering her ears like on some hear no evil type ish. You know, abstinence is not the answer. And then another one where a black woman is on there, it says, you know full well abstinence is not the answer. So it's like giving that ebonics touch sauce to it, like, you know damn well, you know what I'm saying, like trying to say it like as a black woman. So and then another billboard said something to the effect of, the answer is to not become a nun, or something like that. Something about Dissin nuns, right? So basically it's poking at abstinence. Abstinence is when you just don't have sex. And Bumble, being a dating app, they apparently want people to fuck. They want people to have sex, okay? Because they took out these billboards. They spent so much money on marketing this campaign that abstinence is not the answer, okay? So basically telling women like, hey, get back in the game. We need y'all on this app so y'all can make us some money, okay? And personally, I stopped using dating apps years ago because, first of all, I don't even like texting. If you text me, you know, it takes me forever to text back because I reply in my head, and I just, I just do that, and it's like, ugh, and I have to respond. So I don't like texting, period, okay? So going on a dating app, I'm going on there to text more, to ask stupid ass 21 questions. No, I don't care that much. So I don't even like the whole concept of dating apps, because if I don't like texting, period, if I don't like taking selfies, period, why do I want to go on an app where I gotta do that, you know? So I stopped. The only dating app I've ever tried, I think, is Hinge and Bumble. I'd never tried Tinder, never tried OkCupid or any of those other dating sites. But yeah, even when I was on Bumble, it was for like a couple of weeks, maybe not even a full month. Like, I'm just not into it. So I felt like, because when I was on the app, right, I will put in what I'm looking for. So let's just say, 6 foot, black, athletic build, smart, stuff like that. And they would send me white, middle age, balding, like all the choices I don't want. So after a while, I just felt like they're using me for market research. They're just using me because they would keep sending me the same guys after I didn't want them, or the same type of guys. So I'm like, they can't give me options because these options aren't here. Just like if I was to go to a bar or the club, my options is whoever is there. It doesn't mean whoever's there is good for me or is actually eligible or right for me. It's just who's ever there. So when it comes to these apps, it's based on who's ever signed up at that time. Just like I chose a couple of years ago to be on the app. If my person didn't catch me in that window, they're not going to catch me on that app. So I'm not going to force it like some Cinderella shoe, okay, with these people that I know aren't good or eligible for me. It's just they joined the app too. They're looking too. They're interested in building a relationship or friendship or bond too. It's not because these people are actually good for me or options that I even want. It's just they're just on the app too. That's it. So yeah, after I felt like my swipes was just research for the app developer, because their intention is just to keep you on the app and to get money. Their intention is for you to buy the stupid ass little gifts and roses or whatever that just gets you spending more and more money. And it's like, no, that's not what I'm here for. Why? No. Like if I can't find it just on the app, then this isn't for me, because that doesn't make any sense. So I just peeped that game like a while ago, but it's just, I'm so happy to see that like more people are saying fuck dating apps, because they just don't make sense in my opinion. They just don't, because people just people are gonna lie. Like they're gonna look to see what your preferences are, what you want, and then just be that. They're just gonna try to mold as much as they can in that. Or the flip side of that, most of these guys are just intentionally mean. Like a lot of guys these days are just mean. They want to be rude. They want to be crass. It's intentional when they underdress knowing they're going on a date. It's intentional when they say something disrespectful just to see what your reaction is going to be, if anything. It's intentional when they're putting you in these uncomfortable situations again and again, but not acknowledge it or apologizing about it. So a lot of times these guys are just out here to give dating horror stories. They just want to be able to joke with their bro and brag about how they wasted some poor woman's time that just wanted to build a relationship, wanted to build a friendship, a connection or something. So it's just a lot of mean-spirited guys out here that simply don't deserve women's time or engagement. So to now see this app, Bumble, that's supposed to be about women being empowered enough to make the first move, to decide what kind of guy they want, what kind of partner they want, because it's also available for friends. You can make friendships on Bumble as well. So to have this app that say they believe and support women, empower women, you're putting out billboards like this. You're putting out marketing that says abstinence is not the answer, like totally disrespecting a choice, because abstinence is a choice. If a woman doesn't want to have sex, she doesn't have to have sex. So to have these billboards plastered where our young girls can see, where our impressionable teenagers can see, where our confused and vulnerably open women, okay, of whatever age, seeing this messaging and saying to themselves like, oh, well, I guess I should just have sex just because Bumble says so and they believe they have my best interest at heart. No, they just want money. They just want people on the app. They just want people to have sex again. And we have to think to ourselves, why are they spending so much time, energy, and money to promote this messaging? Because the direct opposite is happening. People aren't having sex anymore, okay? And, throwing some of my personal choices or viewpoints as to why people aren't having sex anymore, because for one, everyone's broke. It's kind of hard to be horny when you're trying to survive and pay these bills, okay? And who wants anybody in their space that's not contributing on these bills? You know what I'm saying? So and then like I said, a lot of people are just mean, not just guys. There's some mean women out here too. There are women out here that are on dating apps just to scam men. There are some women out here that are on dating apps just to do a trust test. I noticed there's this thing called like trust test, where like girls that think their partner is cheating will go ask this person on social media, say, hey, can you do a test to see if my boyfriend or girlfriend would cheat on me with you? You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you gotta ask, you already know the answer, but that's a whole other subject, right? So there's just a lot of mean-spirited people out here that just don't mind wasting people's time. Like, how long has Catfish been out? Catfish has been out like 20 years now, at least 15 years, right? So we now have people that have literally grown up in a catfish age where they think it's funny to lie to people. They think deception is not that big of a deal. They think lying is just a joke. There's a generation of people that straight up lying, making up a whole life, making up a whole lie again and again, and keeping that lie going to lead someone on. And then they only come out with the truth when they're exposed, when they're caught. They think that's telling a joke. That's lying. That's deception. So we have to remember that a lot of our teenagers and young adults have grown up where they think catfishing is a thing, that's okay, that's acceptable, that it's a joke, that it's just something that people could just wave off like, oh, I was just pretending to be someone else, So there's a lot of that on social media, on these dating apps. And a lot of times it has cost people, their safety, their security, and for some people, their life. There have been some people where they have died on a first date. They have been harmed. They have been unalived. Okay, they have been taken out. They have been expired because they went out with someone they met on a dating app. And what do these dating apps do in response? Nothing. They don't improve any measures to make it safer. They don't do any type of follow through with these victims and their families to make sure it doesn't happen again, or to make sure that there's some type of justice given to these people. It's just business as usual. So why would you want to support a company like that? Why would you want to support companies like that, where they clearly are the reason or responsible for something tragic happening, and then they don't receive any type of, so I think it was just very out of line for Bumble to come out with this messaging that celibacy is not the answer. Bumble has pissed off the women. The women are not having it. The women are in an uproar, and I'm right there with them, okay? Because a lot of these men don't deserve our time because they don't give us their respect. And they are very intentional about being disrespectful to women. They're intentional about cheating and cheating again. They're intentional about lying and lying again. They're intentional about creating double lives. They're intentional about having, sex with their homeboys, going on guys trips, where they're just all, doing their thing, just being, doing that. So there's a lot of guys that just believe that's okay, that they can do that they can be disrespectful to the mother of their children. There's guys out here that think that they could just be disrespectful to their children, and that's okay, that they could just do what they want, that being a narcissist is cute or charming or attractive, or to be an alpha male means to not like women. There's men that actually go around believing that. And women, we have to decide to not put ourselves in these unsafe circumstances or positions with people that could harm us, or at least wouldn't even see the harm in us being harmed. Even if their homeboy was to disrespect us or to put us in an unsafe situation, they wouldn't even try to defend us. They wouldn't even call that boy out his name. They'll just watch or laugh or share it. So us women have to make the choices for ourselves, because these men aren't out here doing it. And if they are, there's much more men out here being disrespectful with what they say, what they do, how they treat women, and how they don't check the disrespectful men out here. Okay, so if you're wondering how you can show up more for women, call out the assholes, call out your homeboys that are being disrespectful to women, that are abusive towards women. Call them out, check them in real time. So again, going back to Bumble, to put this pressure on women, that's the thing. Bumble didn't even say, hey, men, do better, get better, so these women can feel inspired to get on the app, okay, and to meet you and to go date you. No, Bumble chose to say, hey, women, it's your fault. Y'all need to start busting it open. Y'all need to start pee-popping again. Y'all need to start giving it up. Y'all need to start being desperate and settling and just settling for whatever we give y'all, okay? Y'all need to get on this app. You know what I'm saying? Just being very so rather than focusing their efforts on telling men how to be better men, how to create better dating experiences, how to follow up with someone that they are not interested in, and rather than ghosting the woman, give a proper follow-up. Bumble could be giving etiquette classes. Bumble could be setting up healthy relationship dynamic workshops. Bumble could be doing something to show that they recognize the problem is with men, okay, and that the men need to change, because the women want love. The women want men, okay, but they don't want trashy men. The women don't want abusive men. The men don't want cheaters. The men don't want someone that they're not. Okay, the women want quality men, and we women deserve quality men. And us women do not deserve to have a company telling us that abstinence is not the answer. Our choice is our choice. Our body is our body. So when I hear that messaging from Bumble, it's saying, I don't respect your body. I don't respect the choices you make with your body, and money over profit over people. That's what I hear. Profit over people. You're not even, leaning into the fact that, okay, women are are abstinent, how can we work with this? Okay, how can we, maybe promote the men to join women on their abstinent journey? Okay, maybe there's something to this, what the women are doing. Why do the women feel the need to be abstinent? Oh, they feel it's a healthier option for them? Well, okay, if we're creating healthier women, making healthier choices with their body and their sexual health, let's encourage our men to make healthier choices with their sexual body and sexual health as well. But no, Bumble just want to say, hey, y'all get back out there, start having one night stands again, start having promiscuous sex again, start having unprotected sex again. Okay, no mention of like getting tested or providing work resources, to create safer dating experiences. Just start having sex again. Okay, so I found it very disrespectful. I found it very tone deaf. I found it to be very intentional. It sounded like it came from a man. It's like, if there were women in that approval process in that room, shame on you, okay? If there were women that was a part of this marketing and messaging, shame on you. What are your intentions? Why would you let something like this happen, okay? So, yeah, very disappointing. But again, I wasn't even on the app anyway. They've been saying, because of course they want people on the app. So in response to this, to these billboards, women have been deleting the app. Okay, so but also, if you can help it, change your profile picture to the banners that they put out there, and then delete the app, because they keep those ghost accounts. Like how I deleted my app years ago, they probably still have me out there as an option to be swiped on when I hadn't even been on there. They're probably using my account as a bot. So I got a good mind to like go download the app again, create a profile with the billboards as my profile pic, and then delete the app. So if they want to reuse me as a bot, as a dead account, it's at least, re-promoting their billboard, their messaging, okay? Because no, don't, they just want your likeness. They just want your energy. And it's like, no, you will not get my energy in the form of swipes. You will not get my energy in the form of attention. You will not get my energy in the form of checking the app again and again and again. There's nothing quality on there. Okay, this app is not serving me. It's only serving the app developers. And I would say that's the case for most of these app developers, okay? It's really not benefiting you. They just want you on the app. So I will apply the same views I have towards Bumble towards any dating service. So the Tinder, the OkCupid, the Match.com, like any type of like dating app, that Grindr, like all of them, okay? I believe in making organic connections. I believe in like meeting people through people in real time, or even if you meet people like online or whatever. I just feel like you have to have that face-to-face, in-person, organic experience. I believe in friendship before lovers, okay? So I also believe in just having that time to like really understand and figure out, do I even like this person as a friend before I even like give them intimacy, because they're really cool as a friend, and I really don't want to lose this relationship as a friend. I don't need the sex from them, but I really enjoy this friendship, so that's just my belief. And I believe that the women are doing the right thing in protest and saying, no, we will not have it, and being vocal and sharing their opinions on how these companies will not disrespect us. Like Fashion Nova, how they be sending those disrespectful ass texts. We should have been like gotten rid of them. But anyway, that's another video for another day. If you would, please give this video a like, subscribe to this channel. Let me know down in the comments, did you have Bumble? Did you delete it? What are your thoughts on Bumble and these dating apps? What do you think about the revolution of women being abstinent and no longer having sex? Okay, I would love to hear all of your thoughts. All right, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see y'all next time. Bye.